The other issue here is the black woman. Yeah, we should talk about it again. The league claims that Caitlin Clark is the biggest problem facing the WNBA, according to A'ja Wilson, Angel, Churl Swoops, and many others. But is that really the case, or are they just jealous and petulant? The most recent revelation on the subject will definitely cause you to reconsider. It was brought up again last week when this time, we're here to discuss white privilege with Kelsey Plum because A'ja Wilson and Angel Reese were featured on the cover of the Wall Street Journal magazine. Even worse, the main piece didn't mention Caitlin Clark at all. This means that even if you're the first rookie to make the WNBA's first team since 2008, break more than 50 records in a single season, and win Rookie of the Year, you're not even worthy of being mentioned in one of the league's largest spreads ever. The two self-described league major characters have just fueled controversy. Wilson's best friend is not likable. I don't like Angel Reese at all, to put it simply. Believe me when I say that most guys find it difficult to detest a lady who flaunts her but everywhere she goes, and she has a rather large one. Again, by accusing one another of being treated unfairly and even making threats, Caitlin Clark's behavior, in my opinion, is unquestionably MVP or Rookie of the Year. It seems to me like bullying and is the height of first-world problems. Angel Reese's carelessness and worldly irresponsibility. This video is so mind-boggling that I would want to see it. You're also right when you remark that if you have any self-awareness, she really comes off. If I were one of the other WNBA players without her profile, I don't think Caitlin Clark is my enemy. People are progressively realizing the problem, but it was never Caitlin Clark's detractors were the ones who regularly produced when things don't go their way. The same sportsmen, experts, and specialists make headlines by taking advantage of Caitlin's name and notoriety. But what do they do since Caitlin Clark is the source of everything, even her spoiler alert? You are the problem. The real problem is between Angel and A'ja. Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark, as the league is once again being harmed by Angel Reese's lack of appeal. You've made a really good point when you say that even though Caitlin Clark is making people's pockets bigger, she is a player who is somewhat likable and doesn't force their wealth, privilege, and entitlement on everyone like I meant to be unique, which is white people getting on board and everyone else's. The WNBA isn't catching on, but fans are still forced to put up with this. To make matters worse, they're having us like both Angel and A'ja at the same time. Are they even aware of the person they are trying to promote? Angel Reese is the one who will make them smaller. I now know that Miss Wilson is the greatest player and an iconic figure. She will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. You may think, wow, she is the best player. After looking at her stats, she deserves to be commended for that. But as I learn more about this and get to know her better from a peripheral perspective, you know what I've discovered. As the league's best player, Jason is getting more and more unlikable. She is aggressive, a race peddler, and she actively undermines the cause. Don't you think that you have your top player, someone who purposefully works to have a detrimental effect on the league, as a major bully and, of course, the world's best player? He said, "Oh, that was fascinating and wanted to watch last night, and we will never forget the moment we watched this girl win this game and knock down this three. I will never forget get that three-pointer." I'm not claiming that everyone in this room saw it, because Clark continues to smash records and make headlines without playing despite players like AEL. She is surrounded by some of the top players in this league, so it's safe to infer that Wilson and Angel Reese are not succeeding in their strategy to take her down. She is just doing things that only extraordinary players can do. As the team's first rookie selection since Candace Parker in 2008, Caitlin Clark, a rookie guard for the Indiana Fever, made history this week after Diana Taurasi, Tama Catchings, and Sue Bird. Clark is just the fifth rookie in history to receive this honor. A national media panel featured the Fever rookie on 66 of 67 ballots and gave him she had a league with 52 first-team votes. High average of 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, 1.3 steals, and 5.7 rebounds per game. She also made a significant contribution to the Indiana Fever's first postseason appearance since 2016 and, remarkably, led the league in three-point shooting with 122 points. She also received 66 out of 67 votes for Rookie of the Year, indicating that someone who is clearly against Caitlin Clark needs to be on the board. The Rookie of the Year in the league is Caitlin Clark. Had a score of 66 out of 67 for both the Las Vegas Aces A'ja and the Minnesota Lynx Nafisa Kerr. Wilson, Connecticut's Alyssa Thomas, and New York's Breanna Stewart were all unanimously selected for the first team, making up the 5 players on the position list. Wilson became the league's first unanimous MVP since 1997, and Collier was chosen as the 2024 Stuart Wilson, the Defensive Player of the Year, and Kohler were selected for the first team's all-defense lineup. Sina Ionescu and Jonal Jones of the New York Liberty, Kalia Copper of the Phoenix Mercury, Nneka Yak of the Seattle Storm, and Aero Gambal of the Dallas Wings are all selected to the second team. No one got greater attention than even if the others were all-time first-team players. Caitlin Clark has adapted to the WNBA game so quickly that it's impossible to forecast how quickly a college student will do so. I think Caitlin has done really well because, as everyone knows, there are a lot of skeptics, and she has proven them all wrong in the last 2 years. Few players have joined the league with as much zeal as Clark, who began her career at Iowa women's basketball, where she won back-to-back titles. Clark has helped women's basketball become a popular sport. Expectations were not only met but exceeded by the first overall pick, who led the Hawkeyes to 2 Final Fours and became the all-time highest scorer in NCAA Division Night basketball. She had a difficult start due to a demanding early schedule, but she quickly settled in and made her mark on the league. I feel like I just come out here and try to play basketball in a way that people love watching, in a way that will make my team successful. The records and whatever or the stats are just what comes with it, but at the end of the day, I feel very grateful to have a franchise that has given me the freedom to be who I am. By June, Clark frequently recorded double-digit assists, and in July, she broke the league record for the most assists in a single game with 19 over the Olympic break. Her performance greatly improved as she led the Fever to become one of the league's most potent offensive units, breaking records and earning their first postseason berth since 2016. Throughout the season, she broke rookie scoring, rookie three-point shooting, and single-season assists records. She was also the first rookie to win Player of the Month since the awards in 2010. Clark finished 6th in scoring and led the league in assists and three-pointers. Despite committing a league infraction, Clark enjoyed the best defensive season by a rookie in league history. With a high 5.6 turnovers per game, the Connecticut Sun eliminated Clark and the Fever from the WNBA playoffs in the first round in September. They will attempt to bolster their lineup during the upcoming free agency period, but Caitlin Clark's rookie season has officially been recognized as one of the best in WNBA history thanks to her selection to the All-WNBA first team. I noticed that the Indiana Fever X account shared a video of Clark discussing her outstanding rookie season with Christy, the Indiana Fever coach, and Lisa, Clark's college coach at Iowa, praising her outstanding play in honor of her milestone. Clark is surrounded by some of the top players in the league and simply acts in ways that only elite players can. She joins WNBA veterans on the All-WNBA squad, so she is clearly in good company given Candace Parker's 2008 MVP award. Clark was even regarded as one of the best in the WNBA by some teams. The only rookie chosen for the first team is Clark. Several other noteworthy rookies have also received this honor, like Diana Taysai, Tamika Catchings, and Suber Clark, who placed 4th in the MVP voting and received 52 first-team votes, ranking him 4th overall in her debut season. In addition to scoring 19.2 points, Clark had some incredible stats. She averaged a league-high 5.7 rebounds and 1.3 steals per game. Along with winning WNBA Rookie of the Year, her incredible season will undoubtedly go down in history alongside Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston. Her high 8.4 assists per game and 100 three-pointers are second all-time in a regular season and lead the league. For the first time since 2016, the squad advanced to the playoffs after beginning the season 1-8 in Connecticut because to Clark's talent. Sun swept the Fever in the opening round of the WNBA playoffs after an amazing rookie season and a historic 2023-2024 season for Iowa that culminated in a national championship. Clark is ready for even more success on the court in her second year and will undoubtedly receive more recognition for her future play. How do you feel about the events in the W? Do you have any idea why these other players are trying to purposefully hurt and denigrate another player? Do they all have that much insecurity? Please subscribe to receive daily WNBA news and leave a comment section below.